Hello everybody, and welcome back. Today we're taking another look at viewer projects. You guys have sent me a lot more projects, and today we're taking a look at 5 of them. If you would like your projects to be featured in these type of videos, you can send them to lukky.business@gmail.com. And if you've already sent your projects and it hasn't been covered yet, don't worry, I'm sure there will be another episode and we'll get to your project someday. And before we get started, I wanted to do a quick update on the channel. We reached almost 30k subscribers. That's a huge milestone. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and viewing. And a lot of people have been asking about Godot tutorials and if they're coming back and if I'm still making them. And yes, they're definitely coming back and I'm still making them. I'm just a little stuck in between making my own game, Endeavor, and some IRL stuff. But don't worry, tutorials are definitely coming back on the channel. Just a little busy right now. Now, if you're working on your own game project and you want to keep your skills sharp, I highly recommend checking out Brilliant. Brilliant is the best online learning platform that makes acquiring knowledge fun. Brilliant takes a new approach to learning. Their interactive lessons let you learn by doing, tackling real-world challenges and keeping you engaged. It's like playing a game with your mind. Studies show that Brilliant's method of learning is 6 times more effective than passive learning, so you see results faster. Brilliant isn't about memorization. They focus on building critical thinking skills and problem solving, so you can tackle challenges. As you tackle challenges, you'll learn to approach problems creatively and break them down into manageable steps. These skills are crucial for learning new topics and are very handy in game development. We all know learning is important, but finding the time can be tough. Brilliant makes it easy to fit learning into your busy schedule. Their bite-sized lessons let you gain valuable knowledge in just a few minutes a day. And Brilliant can be used anywhere, on your phone, tablet or PC. It's the perfect antidote for mindless scrolling, turning your daily commute or coffee break into a productive learning sessions. To try Brilliant for free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/lucky or click the link in my description. You also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. That's brilliant.org/lucky. So the first game we're taking a look at is Driftcade. The person who sent me this didn't supply any links or media pages that I can link to. So if that does change and you create a itch page, please email me, then I'll add it in the description. But yeah, this game is a drifting game. Looks really cool. I'm a big fan of Trackmania myself, and I love myself a good drift. And I know the mechanic for making drifting cars is actually quite hard to make. I tried it myself a couple of times without much success. The game is of course still very early in development, and the game dev says in the email that he's also new to game dev. But I see a lot of potential here. The cartoony art style and the UI really give off this retro racing vibe, which I really like. So yeah, keep working on it and definitely send me some links if you got any pages up. On to the next one. This next project was sent in by GM637, quite a name. He's a college student who sent in a couple of his game jam submissions, and I checked them both out, and the one that stood with me was this one called Melanie's Charm. But both of them have this very unique art style. It's this very poppy, vibrant, characteristic art style, which I really love. I think this game suffered a little bit from scope creep though, because there's a couple features I don't think are fully fleshed out, but that's what you get with a game jam. But overall, I think it's the polish and the characteristics of this game that really make it stand out. Controlling the character feels smooth and responsive, and the attacks and the boost take a little bit of getting used to, but you really feel in control after you've mastered them. And I think that's a nice touch of game design, when you need to learn a skill and once you finally got it, you can really utilize it. I also really like the idea of having the portrait of the player on the screen, especially when you got such a pixelated art style, because you can really get a lot of expression in characters out this way, even though the player is tiny on screen. I'll let a little bit of the gameplay play so you can hear the sound design. Now for every one of these viewer submission projects, I get one game that's just a little weird, and I love them. I really like these experimental games that have me scratching my head when I first boot them up. And for this episode, it's This Ancient Cat God Will Devour Your Soul, made by Lantern Red. It's basically this high score game where you jump around this infinite void that's filled with a bunch of trash while you're trying to escape this ancient cat god. This game is actually surprisingly polished, all the colors and design really fit. Now it might just be me, but I actually found this game to be quite hard. I'll definitely give it a try yourself, it's on itch, free to download. But basically you're moving at a super fast speed through this void. You got 2 jumps, a sprint and a slowdown button, and you regain your jumps when you land on something. So while it's super satisfying to keep this fast momentum and try and make it through as fast as you can, you actually have to use that time slot button to land on stuff, to regain your jumps, to move further on. Quite an addictive experience. It's really hard for me personally, like I said. But yeah, definitely give it a try. It's a nice and addicting high score game with some nice visuals. Now speaking of nice visuals, the next project we're taking a look at is Phoenix Protocol by Zuki. This single player sci-fi shooter has a really nice look to it already. I really like the first person weapon models and stages he's shown in a recent demo. He's looking to create a campaign experience like Halo. And I really like the direction this project is taking. The different first person weapons with their custom animations, the time spent on creating a nice atmosphere for the game, and I'm already seeing a lot of great gameplay elements. Like these movement techniques utilizing the weapons, for example. I also really love these health bars that show up when you shoot things. It shows a nice layer of polish, a lot of potential in this project. He's posting updates on his YouTube channel, which I'll link down below. He posts these very short cinematic updates on the projects. They're a lot of fun to see passing by on my feed. Alright, and last but not least we got Godot Perdition by Charlie. This is one of those projects I almost skipped on because it's just an exe file in my email, which is always scary, but I gave it a shot. Charlie is looking to create a retro fast-paced first-person shooter set in the far future. The whole game got this dystopian, almost Doom-like vibe to it. Now do take note, this game is very early in development, so a lot might be changed in the future. But I really like the project so far. There's a lot of lore and storytelling in the game right now, but not a lot of content yet. So I think those will balance out later on in the project. But just playing through it, it's got a nice feel to it. The action is very fast and still challenging. You're not just rushing through a stage, you actually have to get a hang of it, know where the enemies are, and figure out a good game plan. Which is, I think, a most important balance in a fast-paced game, that it's not just rushing through it without actually experiencing any of the game. So yeah, definitely another project I'll be keeping my eye on. Charlie, I'm not sure, is uploading devlogs and process videos on his YouTube channel, which I'll also link below. There's no link to the actual game yet. So yeah, if you want to play, throw him a subscribe and we'll see when this project comes out. Alright, that will be all projects for this video. There's a lot more in my email and I hope you guys send me some more. Even if I don't post them in every video, I do check out most of the projects. So if you want your project to be featured in the next video, send them to my email, lukky.business@gmail.com. I'll also drop my email in the description so you don't actually have to type it out. And if you're wondering what the footage is you're looking at right now, it's my own game engine. I really wanted to give writing my own physics engine a try, and that's what you're looking at. It's this top-down game, and the only thing you can do is throw around items, but I wrote the physics solver myself. I just wanted to show that off. It doesn't really have a place on the channel, so I thought I'd include the footage here. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope to get back on uploading a little bit more videos on YouTube. I got some IRL stuff going on. But I think we got it all figured out and I can go back to making more Godot content and game development content. Alright, that's it for today. See you in the next one and bye.